So it's been a few months since the last time we all got together, and we had a good conversation. We had a great time with you and the family. What are some of the things that have changed in just the last few months with Katie and the family?
Yes, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to give an update. A lot has changed. There's been a lot of good days, a lot of bad days, a lot of days with both. But yeah, right after we filmed the first video, like the next day, um, we found out Katie had kidney stones.
Oh,
So, as if, dealing with the brain cancer and having COVID wasn't enough, she had kidney stones. So, we did the IV for 3 days at home and we went through all that. So, that was hard. But then after that, then her back started feeling better. 'Cause remember, her back was hurting, and it was probably because the kidney stones had been there. So once we got the kidney stones behind us and her back was feeling better, we were able to get rid of the wheelchair, and it was just in time for us to go on our trip to Key West, which we knew was coming back then. So she was able to enjoy and get around Key West and swim with the dolphins, and we had a great time. It was thanks to Toby's Dream Foundation is who sponsored our trip because of what we're dealing with. And like the Newport News firefighters, they took up a collection and gave us some extra. So we were able to, do some extra fun things on our trip. And she was able to have lobster for the first time, even though she didn't like it. But she was still given an opportunity to really live and have fun. And although it was an amazing trip, at the same time, we wish we would have understood the concept of anticipatory grief. We didn't know it was a thing, but that's what we were dealing with the whole trip. Like we were trying to have fun and enjoy and embrace that we were doing this amazing trip with the family, but at the same time, simultaneously, we were in our minds we're saying we're never going to get to do this again. Like this is our last time we can do this as a family. What are we ever going to do without her? So that's playing in our minds, and so it was impossible to enjoy like this amazing trip, amazing opportunity. But like every second, being scared of like what's going to happen. We want to protect her. We don't want any harm to come our way, but yet the doctors are saying like this is it. Like this isn't that she's not going to be here for another opportunity like this. So like it was amazing and excruciating like the whole time.
Another organization that helped us with Key West was Mission Barbecue too in Newport News. There's a organization behind the thin line, and it helps firefighters and police officers, dispatchers, park, rec, any kind of a rescue emergency authority. They help with families, supporting them with food trains, grocery shopping, going to do different things. And Megan is just awesome at how well that she coordinates everything for us. The little things, she brings flowers over to Heather, and it's just little things that she makes so, that we don't have to worry about, so to say. And then, I have an awesome group of firefighters as their chaplain that anytime we need anything, they would be at our house in a moment to take care of my family, especially like Lacey and Mitch from York County. They were amazing on what they did with Katie when she had a major seizure. And then they sent her flowers after she got out of the hospital just to let her know that they were thinking of her and that she was okay.
We came home. She's doing physical therapy. She's feeling great. She's looking great. If anyone sees her, everyone's like, what's going on? She looks great. We did a repeat MRI because that's part of the process. And they said, no new growth and stable. But then we're still scared. Like, when is this going to happen again? And then, like, a couple weeks later, there was a weekend where she felt like she was having a seizure again. It's like we're just worried. We're constantly what is happening, what's going to happen, and just worried that, something, like I said, something bad's going to happen.
People ask, how are you doing? And you hear that a lot. Katie hears that a lot from everybody every day. Katie's so sick of hearing, how am I doing? For Heather and I, we're not well. We don't want people to see that it's all rainbows and puppy dogs because that's not what it is. It is a struggle every day. Since April, I have really struggled with my faith. And at times, Heather would tell you I was not spending time with the Lord. I was mad. You know, I am a man of God. I love my Lord and Savior, but this is hard, you know, and I wish that no one has to ever go through something like this.
Every day is a gift, and we're going to just take what we have, and you know, we believe that God is with us. You know, we're still saying God is still good. Like every day is not good, and like we do feel like we're losing our minds because we can't even think straight. 'Cause like I was saying, we're just constantly worried. But it's hard to worry whenever you see her, and you know, like we're just living in the now. She looks good and feels good, so we're just holding on to that.
Another thing is people are like, well, what can we do for you? And I used to say, I don't know what you can do for us. I really don't know. Because people are like, well, we'll give you money, but we don't want to offend you if you don't need money. We don't want to offend you in these things. And I learned through the first time that Katie had cancer that this is the only way that people could bless us. So, I talked to one of our pastors, Pastor Johan, which is awesome at Liberty. And he made a suggestion that just tell them whatever the Lord puts on their heart. So, whatever the Lord puts on your heart to bless us or to interact with us, we will fully accept that, because at that moment, we may be praying for something and we don't know what it is. And the Lord may put it on your heart to give it to us or to bless us. And then we would know that that is exactly from the Lord and it was not manufactured by anybody. I want to say we want to be very smart with the things that people bless us with, because we do not know what tomorrow holds with Katie. So that's where I am right now, with those two topics, and as Heather's mentioned about being afraid, every day when I walk out of my house, I'm afraid that I'm going to go to work and something's going to happen. And then I'm not going to be able to say goodbye to Katie. And it's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, Katie is looking forward to like doing band camp. I mean, that was part of our last video, is how much the band, all of her classmates mean to her. And that's what's coming up. And I want her to be able to be a part of that. But it again is going to be day by day and see how much she can handle physically. And we don't know. Like that's our new normal. Is like one day at a time. Is very hard to plan anything because like I don't know what I'm doing 5 days from now. I'm just living today, and each day, like I said, is a gift, is a blessing, and we're just going to make the most of it. And Katie's just going to enjoy everything. And as far as we're concerned, like she's good right now, but we don't know. We don't know what the future holds.